All right, well, good morning and welcome to Spry Thoughts. And I want to talk to you about something that I alluded to yesterday that I think is very liberating and will give us direction. And that it is okay for you to solve your own problems. In other words, when people develop a product or service, they test it out among other people. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm saying it's okay to sell to yourself. What kind of product do you want? What kind of service do you want? And number one, that speeds up the whole process. And number two, you've got to understand that nobody is alone. Everybody, even if it's a very specific, uh, uh, group of people that, there might be only 100,000 people in the world that want this specific product or service. If you provide that for them and no one else is, then you've got that group of people. I can't remember who said it, but I heard someone say that you would rather have 100,000 or maybe even it was 1,000 people who are obsessed with your product or service than a million people who are just like, it's a pretty good product or service, right? And I think I learned this from Seth Godin too in his books Tribes, that you are wanting to provide for a very small niche of people because man, they talk to each other and they will do the marketing for you. So I think about that for myself. And then that leads to the whole passion thing that, if I'm solving my own problem, developing products and services that I want, that I don't see, well, then I'm passionate about it. So that gives me, we've talked about that. That gives me the energy to persist because everything you do is hard. But man, if you love it, you're doing it. And you understand that there are so many people like you who want that same product or service. So I think about that with my cigar cutter that I mentioned. I'm developing a chemical-free mosquito spray for backyards. So those are things that I want that I don't see. And man, because of that, I'll be persistent and I believe it will be successful because I know so many people will want those same things. I don't care if everybody doesn't want them. I don't need everyone. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's 300 million Americans. And so, man, you can make a lot of money and you can make a big difference by providing for a small group, a specific group of people.